Hi everyone, thank you for watching today's video. So as you know by the title of today's video, I'm going to be talking about the PAT, which is the physical assessment test for EMTs, and I even think paramedics were there as well, so it would be for both. I just want to do a quick rundown on how I trained, what I did to prepare myself, how it was, and if I passed or not. Spoiler alert, I did end up passing, so that's awesome. So just to give you a little rundown and background on my physical ability, I would say that I am pretty fit. I would say because I go to the gym, depending on the kind of month I'm having, the kind of week I'm having, depending on all the other factors outside of my life, I'm usually in the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I would say my legs are pretty strong. I use my glutes for a lot. My arms, I would say they're pretty strong for my body. If you've done research on the PAT, I'm assuming you have if you came across this video, then you would know that you need to lift like 160 pounds for 5 seconds and also 130 pounds for 5 seconds. So that was what I was most nervous about, just because I haven't done weight training in a really long time. Today when I was there, I was like, I'm so not prepared for this. I did not train for this. You know, people usually train for stuff like this and I just didn't. So I was like, I was praying, you guys. I was literally praying, and I don't think that I could have gotten through it without God, and it honestly was not even as bad as I thought it was going to be. The weight was much lighter than what I assumed it was going to be. I would say if you're not in the gym but you are pretty, husky and you're big, then you have nothing to worry about. I would say if you're not in the gym and you're petite like me, get your booty in the gym to at least get used to those weights. The endurance part, I do love HIIT workouts, so I would definitely say train HIIT at least 2 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, I would say, to get your endurance and your cardiac strength built up. And yeah, I say like you shouldn't even worry about it unless you're super petite and you don't go to the gym regularly, then you will be fine. If you reached this portion of the video, then obviously you want to know the routine. So what did we do? So this is for my city. I don't know if it's the same for every other city, but this is my city in Massachusetts. We were in a group of like 15 people. The instructor was just like, all right, like whoever wants to go, let's go. And that's basically how it went throughout the whole thing. She wouldn't really call anyone. It was just, you volunteer to go next, and that's pretty much it. They had me sit in the ambulance until the other person finished with like the circuit, you could say. I'm just gonna call it a circuit. After they finished, they would start my timer. You have 13 minutes to complete the whole test. Get out of the van, open the back doors, pull out the stretcher, hold it for 5 seconds while it's locked in place. Then you want to press down on that plus button to bring down those wheels, and once you have that set, you're going to move to another station. At this station, you're going to have a backpack and you have the monitor, and then you have like another bag here. It's the equipment that you would use on the job. Obviously, I don't really know what's in it yet. So you put the backpack on, it's about 5 pounds. Other bag is about 5 pounds. Monitor is about 7 pounds, I would say 10 maybe. They had like these wooden stairs, so I went up and down the stairs once, and then I did a lunge on my left leg, turned around, did a lunge on my right leg, set the equipment down, and then they had me do CPR for 3 minutes following a metronome. I actually was getting really tired. I did engage my core and my hips, like my glutes, for stabilization, and then obviously you want your arms locked in place. So doing that for 3 minutes on the job is obviously going to go quicker than if everyone is just staring at you the whole time and watching you do it on a mannequin. It was pretty intense, but got through it. And then after that, you lift a 75-pound barbell. I did this grip. I'm just used to doing that. They didn't say anything about it, so that's what I did. I lifted it. Obviously, you want to make sure that your back is straight when you're squatting. I would say make sure that your form is very good for these. So if you don't work out, you don't go to the gym, you want to make sure that when you get that interview, from the moment they say, okay, you passed, now we want you to go to that physical test, you want to make sure that you're if you're not in the gym, if you don't have a membership, definitely work out from home. Do HIIT workouts and just make sure that your form is A1, yo. Make sure you have your back straight, your squatting position is comfortable for you. You go low with your back straight, engage your core, lift up that bar, and then you're gonna walk up the stairs front, and then we had to walk backwards with it down the stairs. Place that down. Once we did that, you do a step test, 1.5 minutes on the right, 1.5 minutes on the left, totaling for 3 minutes of step ups, alternating step ups. After the step test, we lift up a backboard with 160 pounds on it for 5 seconds. You want to make sure that it's at your waist level when you are picking it up. So make sure again that form is really good. I would definitely encourage you to do deadlifts or lift up a dumbbell, heavy dumbbell, depending on what you can do. Just for your form, just so that way you get the hang of lifting it like this and, you know, squatting down, lifting it up, you know, stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend doing that. After you lift that for 5 seconds, place that down, and you're gonna go back to the stretcher in the ambulance, lift it up again for 5 seconds, put the wheels up by pressing the minus button. So plus button is wheels down. You want to add those wheels. That's how I remember it. And if you want to subtract those wheels and you want to put the stretcher in the ambulance, you just press the minus sign. It was electric, so it wasn't manual. Push that in. Make sure you lock it in place to the side. Once that's done, you're going to go inside the ambulance and you're going to put the O-ring onto the oxygen tank. Make sure that's assembled very well. You're not gonna they didn't have us turn it on or use like any tubing to connect the BVM to the oxygen tank. So what she just did is, what they're technically looking for here is just making sure that after you did all of that, your hands are still mobile and you can still perform BVM on a patient. So we didn't actually have to do breaths, and then that's it. And then they tell you if you pass or if you fail. Yes, people are looking at you the whole time. It is very awkward in the beginning, but I'm pretty sure that if you step up to the plate, honestly, everyone is feeling the exact way that you're feeling. That's exactly how I felt. I felt nervous, and when I was going up, they were like, good luck. Like, they were really, really nice about it, people that I was working with. So yeah, everyone's like looking at you, but I like blocked everyone out, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna worry about them. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the things right and that I get to pass, because it's not about them, it's about you. And there's always going to be someone who's going to do it better than you. There's always going to be someone who's going to do it worse than you. Maybe you did the worst, but at least you passed, and you're gonna practice on the job anyways. So this is literally just to test your physical ability. Exactly what it says is exactly what it is. So do not worry about it. If you do have your test coming up tomorrow or a week from now, good luck to you. I'm sure you're gonna do fantastic. If you're this nervous about it, do not be this nervous about it. You will do excellent. I wasted my time being anxious. Just literally pray to God, or whatever you do for meditation, do that and you will be great. You will do excellent. You will pass. All right, guys. So those are my tips to you. That's how it went for me. Good luck to you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative for you, and I will see you when I see you. All right. Peace.